There's only one person that could bring defeat onto you, and that is you. So you could be your own worst enemy, and that's the truth. And you don't wanna be like that. Honestly, you just wanna be that type of dude to really pull it out and really make the moves. And you walking in when you make the moves. Goddamn, you don't wanna listen to the sad face. Hey, you just wanna get attraction. Yeah, you just gotta be the person that is really about to give it all. It's all about the habits. You don't wanna be dependent. Hey, I don't wanna be average. Hey, I just wanna persevere. I just wanna go and do it, man. I gotta make it happen. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and welcome to the AFC House, home of the Asian Football Confederation in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm Samuel Tan. I'm here today to guide you through the official draw ceremony for the group stage of the AFC Challenge League 2024-25 season, which will be the first season of the new third-tier men's club competition for Asia. There will be a total of 18 clubs involved in today's draw, and you have already witnessed some of them in action earlier during the opening video. Of course, you will see them again very soon when the AFC Challenge League kicks off in October with the exciting group stage matchups that will soon be known later. Now, let us find out more about the format of the tournament as we turn our attention to the screen. And that is the new branding and anthem for the AFC Challenge League, a truly exciting competition that will showcase the very best aspiring clubs in Asia. Following on from that, it is now time for us to show everyone the brand new trophy that awaits the champions of the AFC Challenge League. To do the honors, it is my pleasure to invite on stage the AFC General Secretary, Datuk Seri Windsor John. Okay, Datuk Seri Windsor, before we unveil the trophy, I'm just going to count you down real quick in 3, 2, 1, and go. Thank you, Datuk Seri Windsor. That is a beautiful piece of silverware and certainly a coveted one for all our participating clubs. It is almost time for the teams to find out their fates, but first, let us familiarize ourselves with the draw mechanism.
AFC Challenge League 2024-2025 Group Stage Draw Mechanism. Based on the updated confirmation of slot allocations and entries on July 22, 2024, the following 18 clubs will participate in the AFC Challenge League 2024-2025 group stage to represent their member associations. 18 participating clubs will be divided into 5 groups, 3 groups for the West region and 2 groups for the East region, with each group to be played in a centralized league format. Depending on the number of clubs in each group, the following match sequence shall apply. Participating clubs of each region are seeded into 4 pots for the West region and 3 pots in the East region. At the beginning of the draw, the host clubs from the West region will separately be allocated to an additional host pot to ensure that they are drawn into different groups. There will be no separate host pot for the East region, as both Shan United and SP Falcons will be drawn into different groups. 12 participating clubs are divided into 4 pots as per the seeding and pot allocation principle, with 1 additional host pot to be utilized for the draw. At the beginning of the draw, the host clubs from pots 1, 3, and 4 will be placed into the host pot to ensure that they are drawn into different groups. The host clubs will be identified by different colored balls from the other balls within each pot. The draw will commence with the host pot, followed by the order of pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, and pot 4. Each pot will be completely emptied before moving on to the next pot. Participating clubs from the host pot will be drawn into the respective positions of each group in alphabetical order and in accordance with their seeding. Subsequently, participating clubs from pot 1 will be drawn into position 1 of the first possible group in alphabetical order. The same procedure shall apply for all remaining participating clubs in the order of pot 2, pot 3, and pot 4. 6 participating clubs are divided into 3 pots as per the seeding and pot allocation principle. The draw will commence with pot 1, followed by the order of pot 2 and pot 3. Each pot will be completely emptied before moving on to the next pot. Participating clubs from pot 1 will be drawn into position 1 of each group in alphabetical order. Subsequently, participating clubs from pot 2 will be drawn into position 2 of each group in alphabetical order. Participating clubs from pot 3 will be drawn into position 3 of the first possible group in alphabetical order. For the avoidance of doubt, SP Falcons shall be drawn into a different group from Shan United FC to ensure that host clubs are split into different groups. This shall conclude the draw for the AFC Challenge League 2024-2025 group stage.
And that is exactly how the group stage draw will be conducted. Now that we know how it works, let us welcome to the stage our draw conductor for this afternoon, Mr. Avazbek Bedikulov, the AFC Deputy Director of Competition and Football Events Division.
Thank you, Samuel. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this group stage draw for the first edition of the AFC Challenge League. We are really excited today to have all participants witnessing the historical moment where we do draw for the 3rd-tier club competition after successful draw last week for the AFC Champions League Elite and AFC Champions League 2 already conducted. And I would like to congratulate all 18 clubs that have made it here, and we are really very excited to seeing all of them in action. Our job today will be to identify groups for the competition, which will kick off very soon. When the AFC implemented the reforms of our club competitions, we were keen to provide a platform of spotlight for more clubs across our vast continent, and the AFC Challenge League will serve just that purpose to widen our football geography. All our participating clubs come from Asia's emerging leagues, and we are confident that this tournament will allow them to show off their promising talents and capabilities in a very competitive environment to help them develop even further and lift this very beautiful trophy in front of us. And definitely they can benefit from the significant increases of financial distribution, with all group stage teams, all 18 of them receiving a minimum of 100,000 USD at least, and the winner of this competition, the champion, taking 1.3 million USD as a winning prize. The AFC Challenge League will be a milestone for our clubs. So before we move on, let's get to know the teams better, starting with the West region. Please pay attention to the screen. That's truly a strong lineup. We have 12 clubs in front of us from 12 member associations, 3 AFC zones and West region, and we will divide them into respective groups during the draw. But first thing, before I need to do the draw, if you can see in front of me, we have allocated clubs into their pots based on the ranking, but we have one empty pot, which is allocated for the hosts, and I need to take out the hosts from each respective pot to draw them into different groups. In pot 1, we have 1 club. In pot 3 and pot 4 also, we have 1 club each. So these clubs will be divided into 3 groups, and they will eventually be the hosts of each respective group, A, B, and C. So we do draw for A, B, and C groups from these allocated pots, which will be West region groups during the competition. So allow me to start the draw, and we go in alphabetical order, putting 3 clubs, Al Arabi Sports Club, Al Sib Club, and Paro Football Club into groups A, B, and C. Paro FC Bhutan. Bhutan Premier League champions in 2023. This is 4th title for this club, and they will make debut in the AFC Club competitions. They have already won their first match in the preliminary stage, and they will take position 4 in Group A. Al Arabi Sports Club from Kuwait. They are also Kuwait Premier League runners-up 2023 and 24 season. They are 17-time league champions, and this will be position 1 in Group B for Al Arabi Sports Club Kuwait. The final ball should be Al Sib. Al Sib Club Oman. This is a confirmation that we allocated all hosts into their groups. They will take position in Group C, 2023-24 Oman Professional League champions, 3rd title and 2nd in a row. They won AFC Cup competition in their debut in 2022, so quite strong lineup of the teams at the beginning of the draw. Now we move on and allocate remaining clubs into groups A, B, and C, and we will start from pot 1, where we have 2 clubs remaining, East Bengal Football Club and Al Ahly. East Bengal Football Club from India. They will be going to Group A, Position 1, and travel to Bhutan to play against host Paro FC. So East Bengal FC, Position 1 in Group A. Al Ahly from Bahrain. 2023 and 24 Bahrain King Cup winners. This is their 9th title, and they were 5-time league champions, quite strong opponent against hosts Al Sib Club Oman, and they will go to position 1 in Group C because Group B team already has been drawn from this pot. Now we continue, and we have 3 teams to be allocated into Groups A, B, and C into positions 2 in alphabetical order. Nejmeh Sports Club from Lebanon. Lebanese Premier League champions. This is their 9th title and first title since back in 2013. And they were one-time AFC Cup finalists back in 2005. Nejmeh, which means star, they will travel to Bhutan in Group A. Nejmeh SC A2. FC Arkadag from Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan League champions won their title in the debut season, and interestingly they won all 24 matches in the league during the season, and we wish this streak to continue during AFC competitions as well. FC Arkadag position 2 in Group B, traveling to Kuwait. Al Futuwa Sports Club from Syria. Syrian Premier League champions, 4th title and 2nd in a row. They also won Syrian Cup for the 5th time the same season. They made their AFC Club competition debut in AFC Cup last year, and now Al Futuwa will play in AFC Challenge League Group C, starting from position 2 to be played in Oman. Al Futuwa SC C2. We are halfway through with West Region draw, and now we have two balls in each pot to be drawn into empty positions. Pot 3 will be drawn into groups A and B, and pot 4 will be drawn into groups B and C into empty positions of respective pot number. Bashundara Kings from Bangladesh. They will go to position 3 in Group A and complete Group A. Bangladesh Premier League champions, 5th title and first team to win it in 5 times in a row. This is 3-time AFC Cup appearance in their history. Bashundara Kings from Bangladesh, Group A, position 3. The final ball from this pot should be Mazia Sports and Recreation. Mazia Sports and Recreation from Maldives. 2023 Maldives League champions, record 5th title and 4th in a row. They have 9 times AFC Cup appearances, and hopefully they will have success in this competition, and they will start their journey from Group B, position 3. This concludes pot 3, and finally we have 2 clubs remaining from Palestine and from Kyrgyz Republic, and they will be allocated into groups B and C. FC Abdish Ata from Kyrgyz Republic. Kyrgyz Premier League champions in 2023. This is their 2nd title and 2nd in a row. They reached interzone playoff final last year in AFC Cup debut. They almost reached the final and very strong participation. And we will have Central Asian derby in Group B, where FC Arkadag from Turkmenistan is also drawn. So FC Abdish Ata from Kyrgyz Republic, Group B, position 4. Hilal Al-Quds from Palestine, 2022-23 Palestine League runners-up, 4-time league champions, and they have participated in the AFC President's Cup in 2013. They will complete Group C, and also they will complete our West region draw. Hilal Al-Quds Palestine, C4. This concludes the draw for 3 groups in the West region. I can see exciting pairings and some travel arrangements to be done. We'll now do so likewise for the East region, but before we go, let us have a look at the teams from the East region that will participate in the competition. Also a strong lineup of 6 teams from the East region, 6 member associations from 2 zones in East region, and we will now commence with the draw for this region. We have lesser number of teams due to number of entries in this competition and based on the ranking, and they will be allocated into groups D and E, and each group will have 3 clubs each. And we also have 2 hosts, and during the draw, these 2 hosts should be split into 2 different groups, which we will do during the draw naturally. So we will start from pot 1, and we will continue until pot 3, and we empty all pots during the draw. Starting from pot 1, first positions in group D and E. We have 2 clubs, Madura United FC and Shan United FC, to be drawn into groups D and E. Shan United FC from Myanmar, 2023 Myanmar National League champions, joint record 5th title, and this is 2nd in a row. They were also unbeaten in the season. So in this competition of AFC Challenge League, we see quite unbeaten clubs participating. Hopefully it will be an interesting encounter between them as well. Shan United is also hosting the group, so later when we have another host from Mongolia, they will not be drawn into the same group, just for the records. Madura United Football Club from Indonesia, 2023-24 Indonesia League 1 runners-up, 3-time league champions, and they are returning to AFC Club competition since featuring in 1990 Asian Club Championship. So welcome back Madura United, and position 1 in Group E. Now moving on to pot 2, we have 2 clubs from Cambodia and Chinese Taipei, and they will be split into groups D and E, position 2. Hainan City Football Club from Chinese Taipei, 2023 league champions, record 4th title, and this is 4th in a row, and they will make their debut in the AFC Challenge League this season, traveling to Myanmar, Group D, position 2. Pekhanrich Swairyeong FC from Cambodia. Cambodian Premier League champions last season. This is third title and first since 2019. And they are also 2023-24 Cambodian Cup winners. This is a record fifth title for the club. And they will go to Group E, position 2. We have two more clubs remaining in pot 3. As I mentioned, we have SP Falcons from Mongolia, and they should not be drawn into Group D with Shan United of Myanmar. And we also have Young Elephants Football Club from Laos. So draw did naturally distribute the clubs. Young Elephants Football Club Laos, they will go to Group D. Lao League 1 champions, second title and second in a row. They will take position 3 in Group D, joining hosts Shan United and Tainan City from Chinese Taipei. SP Falcons from Mongolia. 2023 Mongolian National Premier League champions. This is their first title, and they're making debut in the AFC Club competitions, and they will host Group E during their debut. We wish this young Mongolian club all the best in the competition. This concludes the draw for the 5 groups of the AFC Challenge League, and I will now hand the floor back to our MC, Samuel. Thank you.
Thank you, Avas. And there we go. These are your 5 groups for the first ever AFC Challenge League 2024-25 season. Let's have a quick look at the results from the draw. In Group A, we have East Bengal FC from India. They are alongside Najmeh SC from Lebanon, Bashundara Kings from Bangladesh, and they'll be traveling to Bhutan, where they will face Paro FC. In Group B, we have hosts Al Arabi SC from Kuwait. They are grouped alongside FC Arkadak from Turkmenistan, Mazia Sports and Recreation from Maldives, and FC Abdish Ata from Kyrgyz Republic. Rounding up the West, in Group C, we have Al Ali from Bahrain, Al Futowa SC from Syria, hosts Al Sib Club from Oman, and Hilal Al Quds from Palestine. We move on now to the East region. In the East, starting with Group D, we have host Shan United FC from Myanmar. They will be hosting Tainan City FC from Chinese Taipei and Young Elephants FC from Laos. And concluding the draw, we have Group E. They will be grouped to get SP Falcons. Sorry, my apologies. SP Falcons from Mongolia. They will be hosting Madura United from Indonesia and Pekhanrich Swairyeong FC from Cambodia. With that, we have come to the end of the group stage draw for the AFC Challenge League 2024-25 season. And before we go, a quick reminder that the first round of matches will take place on October 26, which is just slightly more than 2 months away. In the meantime, do stay updated via the AFC's digital channels and the AFC Live app, where you can find all the latest news and content from the AFC's club competitions. We wish all our participating teams the very best of luck. And once again, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye and see you soon.